at a time in your life, because people were talking about him. His name is Dr. Esin Imo Asuko, right? So he's a medical practitioner, right? And he's been working in one of, especially in the Britain. Now his story said Dr. Esin Imo Asuko, an anesthetist and medical doctor at Federal Medical Center, Ebutemeta, has recently been diagnosed of prostate cancer, right? Now, he's facing the challenge with great courage, but he shouldn't face it alone. The Association of the Resident Doctors, ARD, FMC, Ebutemeta, is raising funds to support him with medical bills, transport to treatments, and related costs. So I am also joining to help them raise awareness. So to any of you who might come across this, if you feel touched enough, please support them. But this is somebody, Baba, this is somebody that if he wasn't in Nigeria as that kind of a medical doctor, a specialist, an anesthetist, right? That guy was supposed to be a normal millionaire. And I'm talking about, even if he's somebody who probably doesn't really kind of like manage money well, he should be a millionaire in dollars. His skill, his experience, and others, his service and all that, right? You'd never have put him in a position where they have to do fundraiser for his prostate cancer treatment. He worked for the Federal Medical Center. His friends are doctors, probably specialists too, within the same medical center. And they couldn't come together and say, Omo, which money? No, let's treat him now, prostate cancer. Let's begin his treatment right away. He's a doctor, for goodness sake. But you know what? It won't save you. That's why I told people, I said, you see, this Nigeria, bad governance, spares no one. Whether you are educated or not, whether you are rich or poor, whether you are powerful or powerless, it doesn't really matter. There's always going to be a way. In fact, there's an adequate shege for everyone. And when things like this happen, it is to remind every one of us that we are not mad to believe that the criminals that destroyed Nigeria, they deserved the worst place in hell, if there is one. How can somebody be a specialist doctor in a federal medical center and they have to go online to go and raise money to pay who? Who are they going to pay? To pay themselves for having to help their colleagues? I don't understand. For years, he's been there for years. His colleagues that relocated to America, relocated to the UK. Today, they are retired in wealth. Because you cannot spend, do you know what it takes to train a doctor? Do you know what it takes to become a specialist doctor? And then you ended up being a poor specialist in the poverty capital of the world. That is Nigeria. And that is simply because, you see, the rogues that you call your leaders, who don't give a damn about you anyway, right? They don't believe in Nigeria. They don't believe in anything Nigeria. Nigeria is just there to pick their bills. And Nigeria is doing that like unchallenged as we speak. So whether you are a professional in their institutions or you are the lowest rank officer in their own institutions, they don't give a damn about you. And the earlier, the better. The earlier, the better for you to understand this. Imagine if they have to, imagine doing fundraiser for an anesthetist, a medical doctor. About me only explain now. Somehow, it could be like say they are hyperventilating. Say, my ego, calm down. Oh, understand me. The resources that goes into training one doctor, to train a doctor. Then when you now have this doctor who is also a specialist, not just that, he's had years of experience and within the same establishment he's working, he couldn't get any help. No, it is mental. Here is a quick observation that some people have been noticing. Yesterday, these people came out and said they are starting their own political party. A lot of people have pretty much reacted. Some said that in 2027, Nerogun Adao, here you get, because Ada is the name of a girl in Igbo. Ada is also the name of the first girl, I think, in Hausa, few other languages. Ada, Ada, which is cutlass in Yoruba, is pretty much like same in Hausa, Ada. So the only mistake they made was to use corn. They should use cutlass. You get what I mean now? So, but there's an observation. This letter was the letter they wrote to INEC. Everybody said they wrote it to INEC. But somehow, there is an omission. If you take a look at the address, the chairman, Independent National Commission, I don't think INEC will receive this letter. But whatever it is, again, we are following. Just like I saw a road sweeper in Zamfara. Guso, that is the Zamfara state capital. A road sweeper, it's not bad. I mean, why am I going to show you this? Why am I showing you this, right? I'll tell you. What do you think? So I shared that on my Yogo's Diary Politico this morning or afternoon. And majority of those who actually reacted to it felt like, oh, this is great. Why can't they bring it to Lagos? Why can't they bring it to Abuja? Or why didn't you use it in so and so? And I also saw those who said, they should not bring it to, if they bring it to Lagos, all those mama, where they sweep the streets, they don't go get job again. That's why I'm sharing the video with you. There is something about, I don't know if it is the same with other African countries, by the way, but Nigeria and Nigerians. And you are going to agree with me by the time I finish this, right? There is something about Nigeria that somehow, people believe that if you don't suffer, if you don't suffer for something, that thing is not valuable. I'm starting with that. And that is when you see some people who went through hard life when they were growing up. They expected everyone else to go through that hard life because it's like you have to experience it because I experienced it. Not like, oh, all of you are so lucky. During our own time, we've made life easier for you now. Whatever hardship you think you are facing right now can't be compared to what we faced. That is not Nigerian. Do you get what I mean? You need to struggle for it. A lecturer will say, not that your script is bad. You did so well, but in my own word, I don't give anybody A. And he will say to everybody, no, I don't give A, I don't give B. If you get C in my own course, you are so good. And then everybody accepts that. There's nothing you will do. There's no way you can read or you can never get B in Mr. Ayanle Koko's course. Similarly, you walk into a government institution and then you witness the level of incompetence, like a bicycle kind of attitude of these guys, enough that they just want you to suffer for it before they eventually, And if you don't want to suffer for anything, then you pay for it. That's another one, you pay for it. So when I saw that road sweeper, or those who thought they will lose their jobs if they bring road sweepers for you, no, you won't lose your job. In fact, it will make your job better. But you also need a very good road. A motorable road is where you can have your road sweeper or street sweeper to do for you. You know what that does? It helps the people to even do more, right? You don't, in 2025, you don't give brooms and rake to old women to be risking their lives on the main road. No, you don't do that. So when you sweep or you collect trash on the road, or you have to empty the engine, or you have to collect the entire pack of that, there are people that will do that. Do you understand? So these women sweeping the roads in your state capitals, they can take them elsewhere to do something else. Doesn't mean that they will need to sack them. Of course, it is Nigeria. If they are not allowed to actually go through that, to them, why are you bringing machine? Why are you there? We can do it. If you take it from there to here, I've been doing it for the past 25 years. I started when they pay us 1.5. Today, they collect 15,000 naira every month. Even though we want them to increase our salary, but they will increase our, that kind of life. That people are so afraid of anything that makes their hardship easier. Why would you be afraid of your hardship? I mean, when I was growing up, right? I don't know about you. Later, I discovered that most of those things they told us to endure were because of poverty, so to say. I don't know how many of you heard that using the blending machine or going to go and blend your pepper at the grinder's place, right? That it makes your food lose its value and lose its taste, or some nutrients and taste. There are people that will tell you that except they use hand to grind the pepper, I know they chop the food. And you're like, really? So who is going to be helping you to use hand to grind the pepper? I'm going to marry a very responsible wife. You're going to marry a slave, right? I don't eat anything they cook with blender. Really? And he's so proud to say it. Educated person, don't pretend. Some of you've heard it many times, so I don't have to make things up. For you to be able to understand my message, I always have to put out scenarios that is relatable. You can relate with it, either yourself or you've seen somebody who have said that, like the same way, educated person. I've had people who said, I know they cannot use a washing machine to wash my clothes. I can't marry any woman that is going to be asking me to buy washing machine. Say my mother use washing machine. Maybe your mother use washing machine. How can a wife be asking for washing machine? Instead of you to use your hand to wash your husband, there's a spiritual. I heard people say that a wife that sits down and uses her hand to wash the clothes of her husband receive blessing from God. Have you heard that before? I have. They call them obedient wives or submissive wives. Anyone who says no, hardship, you need to suffer. You need to suffer for it. Kind of. But imagine when you have a machine that sweeps your streets while others collect every other piece of litter out there. And you walk on that street, clean, pure. Why don't you want that? Why would anybody not want that? I don't know. And then, is a soldier who was taking us on a tour of what it is like to be camped in Borno, fighting the Fulani terrorists and Boko Haram, the same set of rogues, terrorists that the Nigerian government will release. He shared his own. What have you with us?
Yes, as you can see now, come and see our house later. Come. Our house now. Abi, you can see.
Now here they live.
Now here they live.
Okay.
This is my Bible. You can see my Bible. This is my remaining uniform here. You see, this is where we live. This one, that's where this is where we borrow some confidence more. You see, this is my friend on.
Yes, sir.
You can see, if you don't matter rain heavy from here to end of
that kind of Fulani room maybe this now.
Yeah, but they know they enter.
Yeah, I know.
See where I keep my rifle there. We're ready for action. You can see, we spend after we didn't even spend money, we spend a lot of money inside.
Yes, sir.
We spend a lot of money.
Yes, sir.
You can see, you can make yourself be happy. But you see this country, we must reach the end of every problem in this world. Nigeria will be one.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you.
Thanks for your service, though. Because I still have to say thank you to some of them, even though within you have all these terrorists. Right. Ma take calls tonight. because like it's been a while, like as usual, right? So let's take calls. I'll take a short break, okay? I'll come back maybe for half an hour, then we can call it a night. But if you have to leave, right? Please like the broadcast, okay? And I also have a personal request to make, but I just don't know how to put it together to ask. So when I sum up that courage to ask, I will ask, because I am having an issue whereby, you know, I may lose my studio, but I'll tell you more about it when I feel comfortable enough to share it with you. Until then, right? If you're staying back, please like the broadcast too. And when I come back, I'll take calls, maybe 1 or 2 or 3. Then we can call it a night. Don't go anywhere yet, please. So I'll take my first call. Hang on, I think I have my first caller, but let me put that on a quick hold. Sorry, my caller, hang in there for me for a sec. All right. So thank you so much, everyone who is still around. You know, but like I said, still don't know how to really put it together. Okay. But I will put it together and we'll have a chat around it in the next couple of days. Because at the end of the day, you know, I'm not going to lose my studio. I'm just using that as like, it's the worst case scenario, all right? But it's probably never going to happen. But let's take this. Hello.
My Baba.
Baba. How are you, sir?
This is Big Mo.
Big Mo, yeah?
Yes, you played what I was telling you about some weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I said, I must enter this call.
But now here you are, Baba.
I'm even surprised I'm the first caller. Wow. So I think things are aligning.
We're not that busy. So it'll be, you know, everybody who attempts to get through tonight will likely get through. So, Baba, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you might hope everything is all right. This one they talk about studio.
Yeah, Baba, they give me one kind of pressure that, you know, like I said, I don't want to be giving it out in peace. I'll have a time, I'll tell everybody. And I'm going to need everybody's help at that time. Until then,
because that was very alarming.
I know.
You even mentioned it's very alarming.
I've got some crazy letters in there that, you know, it's like, Baba, don't worry, Sha. I'll tell everybody. But again, like I said, it's like the worst case scenario, all right? Because whatever cannot be resolved, right? Probably will never even happen, all right? So, Baba.
You know, this your politicians also there behaving like this on our politicians here.
Yeah.
They want to help that man in the Middle East to fight war that they cannot win. So that's what they're carrying money anyhow. The money they don't even have.
You following that too, right? But everyone should be
I'm following. I mean, I don't know who told him that he can win the fight, but oh well.
Time shut.